All right, it looks like we have officially hit 10 o'clock, so we can get started tonight. We got a lot of stuff to open that, well, I'm always excited about what we open. Who am I kidding? I love to do breaks, so it kind of doesn't matter what we're opening. I'm usually pretty happy about it. But anyway, tonight we are going to open an autographed basketball jersey, a full case of encased basketball, a full case of Inception baseball, and a half case of museum collection baseball. So we got a lot of fun stuff on tap tonight, as we normally do. And of course, there were a couple of new releases that came out today, but we're going to be opening them a little bit later in the week because, yeah, I messed up and I didn't get them listed right and everything else. But anyway. So I'm going to tell you up front, bear with me tonight. They have done an upgrade on the broadcast software that I use, and miraculously it didn't crash it this time. Aren't we all feeling happy about that? But it's changed the location of a lot of the buttons and functions that I use. So if I put us on the wrong page tonight a couple of times, I will apologize in advance. I'm kind of getting used to where everything is relocated here. So first up, we have a little info to go over before we start ripping into packs and boxes tonight. Number one, feedback. I get asked about this a lot, so here we go. It is completely automated for me. That's because I don't ever seem to have enough time in the day to get everything done that needs to be done, and I don't want you guys to have to wait to get your feedback. So I put it on autopilot, if you will. So as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return with no waiting. Second and most important thing you see up there is to say thanks. I appreciate everybody who bids and breaks with me and hangs out with me, and I would say keeps me updated on scores, but my good gracious, apparently I'm pitching for the Cincinnati Reds tonight because the last I saw it was Indians 17 and the Reds were 2. 17! I mean, what is that about? Are we suddenly playing t-ball? I don't know. Such a mess. But anyway, what we are looking at now, breaks that are already listed on eBay coming up that will be ending over the course of the next 5 days. So lots more memorabilia coming up, guys. There's autographed football jerseys, full-size helmets, mini helmets. The new Gold Rush Series 2 full-size helmets come out Friday. They have a lot of our new rookies in them. We've got a triple play baseball box tomorrow night. That one's an autographed jersey, an autographed baseball, and an autographed picture all in one box, all in one break. And yeah, let's talk about some of our cases. So tomorrow night we're going to open a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football. That's going to be the start of a new case. We're going to open 6 boxes of Gold Standard football. That's a half case. It's some loose boxes. I had some places that sent me half case quantities, some that sent me sealed cases. So we're going to open some of these in half case quantities first. So that will be on Thursday night. On Friday, we will open a full case of Archive Signature Series baseball. That came out today. We'll be opening it on Friday for the first time. Leaf Valiant football comes out on Friday. That's an awesome product. If you don't know anything about that, check it out. It's really pretty cool. We're going to open it Friday the day it comes out. We'll open more Gold Standard Friday night as well. On Saturday night, it will be memorabilia, more Leaf Valiant, more Panini encased basketball, more Inception baseball. On Sunday, we will start a new case of Stadium Club, and I will open the last of the autographed batting helmets. At least the last that I have on hand. I don't know, we might get some more in somewhere along the way. And then on Monday night, we're going to open a half case of Archive Signature Series. I know that's weird. I'd prefer to do a full case. But again, some of these places are sending me half case quantities. And some of this stuff is so hard to get these days. Rather than turning it down, I figure, we'll just take it and we'll bust it and we'll hope we get some awesome stuff out of it. More Inception, more Gold Standard, and more Valiant. That's what Monday night looks like. So for tonight, this is the order that we're breaking in. It will be the autographed basketball jersey, followed by encased basketball. Third on the card tonight is Inception baseball, and we'll wrap it up with the half case of museum collection baseball. And here's what else you need to know about this. Only one thing tonight is a free shipping break. That's the basketball jersey. So I'm projecting that to ship out on Monday. Usually free shipping things when you bid with me are going to go out, 5, 6, 7 days after the auction ends. Occasionally I get them out sooner, but just kind of plan on Monday. If I get it out faster, so much the better. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that would be Encased, Inception, and Museum Collection. I am projecting to get out the door on Saturday. If I can get it out faster, I certainly will. And the last thing we need to know out of the boring stuff, as some of you would call it, is about the consolation cards. So there's two different ways this is going to work. If you are in the jersey break and your team is not pulled, your consolation card, which can be from any year in any series, is typically going to be held and will be shipped with your next package. So the next time you pull a card or pull an item, I'll go back and look through those previous 90 days. Any teams where you didn't pull something, I'll grab all your consolation cards, package them up together, and send them off with that hit. If you want it sent separately, just with a stamp and a plain white envelope, shoot me a message, let me know, I'll get you taken care of. Consolation cards for Encased, Inception, and Museum Collection. If you happen to get skunked in one of those breaks and you don't pull a single thing, a card or anything, your consolation card or cards will ship out with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. All right? And by the way, there is a lot of unpaid stuff sitting there tonight, like a lot. So if you are one of these people and you have not paid for your stuff yet, particularly in museum collection, please get that taken care of. I will check it again before we actually break the product. If there's a lot of stuff still sitting out there, then it may be... some of those teams may be possibly released and resold in chat. So please, if you're one of those people that hasn't paid, take a minute, pay for your stuff, okay? So this is a 17-18 Hit Parade Series 11 autographed basketball jersey. This is break number 7. And of course, our eBay end date is tonight, Wednesday night, the 11th of July. And pretty much, I think most everybody, I recognize the usernames. So you guys probably know how this works by now. We've got the team names on one side, usernames of our winning bidders across from it. A few things that didn't sell, those are all noted there as no bids buyback. So anytime you see that, it just means that the team didn't sell. And if anything comes out for that team, it'll, hang out here with me. Otherwise, it'll come out for one of you guys. We'll get it out the door to you. Last but not least, I'm removing the autofocus. I'm setting a manual focus. It does make the background go out of focus, but it should not affect our ability to see what we need to see tonight. And I see that we have Richard and Jason in chat. Hi, guys. How are you? Let's see who we can find here in our basketball jersey. We've been having pretty good luck with the basketball jerseys lately, so let's see. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Okay, there's just some little advertisement, like who cares about that? But we do care about this, because this, I'm getting this one all the way out. Yeah, this is a good one. A really good one. Patrick Ewing, baby. At least I am excited about that. Now, maybe some of you guys are not. I don't know. I am. And here is, of course, your Steiner Sports Certificate of Authenticity. And, it's a USA basketball. It's an official Nike USA basketball jersey. Well. How about that? Even better. I even like it more now because it's an official Nike jersey. But you do know what that means because it's not on his team that we do have to go and make sure that there's not any weirdness as to what team this goes to. And by the way, if you don't know this already, down at the bottom of all of my listings, or towards the bottom, there's a little section. It's called Special Circumstances, and it talks about stuff like this. For instance, when someone is, they've signed on a collegiate jersey or something other than their normal team jersey, how it works, if they're retired and etc. So if you haven't familiarized yourself with that, please take a minute to do so. And yeah, I mean, of course, Knicks, as we expected. Then there's only 2 other years of service. So I didn't really think there was going to be any problem with that being anything but the Knicks. But now we have checked it out. It's like a zillion years of Knicks and 1 year of Orlando or something. I don't know. But anyway, and 1 year somebody else. So the Knicks hit big, in my opinion, big, with the nice Patrick Ewing on the USA basketball jersey. So, oh, you want to see the front again? Sure thing. There you go. USA basketball. It's the official Nike jersey. It's got the tags and the whole deal. And then, of course, again, the Patrick Ewing signature on the back. You've got the hologram sticker of authenticity right there, and it matches the Steiner Sports little credit card type COA. So make sure you find that, by the way. If you are the winning bidder for this, I'll have that folded up within the jersey, most likely. So just make sure before you toss everything out that you find that lovely little certificate of authenticity. All right? So, Toby, is that yours tonight? You were asking to see the front of that again. So is that you? You have the Knicks? Yeah. I know you've been on a little bit of a dry spell lately, so that might be, maybe that has ended your dry spell there, hopefully. So many of you saw this a moment ago. If you happen to join us a little late or you just weren't in the room or whatever, please take a minute and review what you see there in regard to your projected shipping date as well as the consolation cards. And we are getting ready to open an 8-box case of 2017-18 encased basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 5. And like everything else, it ended tonight, Wednesday night, July the 11th. I think I've got one more full case down there. And I've got one of my distributors called me today. And he says he's got definitely, this is weird, right? He's definitely got 6 boxes, but he's not sure if he's going to have 8. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So, I'm like, if you have the sealed case, let me know. We'll probably, take that. If you just have the loose boxes, I don't know. I mean, I might get them. Maybe we do a half case break and then some 1 or 2 box breaks or something. I don't know. But I definitely have at least one more full case of this, of encased for sure, that we'll be opening. And then possibly a little more beyond that, depending on what he tells me when he calls me back tomorrow. But is it next week? I think it is. I think it's next Wednesday when Spectra basketball comes out, which I think we all kind of look forward to Spectra. It's a pretty high quality brand, and I think we always look forward to that in any of our sports. And I believe that basketball is next Wednesday. And I've got quite a bit of that coming. I would say probably 7 or 8 cases or something of Spectra basketball. So we'll have some fun with it. And if you have not, did I cut that already? Yeah. If you haven't done a break of this before, of encased, it's pretty cool. We have got a graded card in each one of our boxes. That's the one in the big pack here. And then in our smaller pack, we'll have another autograph. We'll have a memorabilia card and a numbered base card. So we've got some fun sort of stuff usually to look at here. And so far, we've had some really awesome cases, pulling just fantastic stuff, honestly. We've had really good luck with encased. So I'm going to cross my fingers here that we can keep rolling with it. Oh, thank you, Sam, for taking care of that. I appreciate you getting that payment in, man. I know sometimes life interferes with all of us, right? We all have things to do, families and pets and work and traffic and everything else. So I do appreciate you getting that taken care of, though. Mike Conley and the Grizzlies to 99 is our base card. You saw me shuffle one to the back while ago. That's because it's a redemption, so we're kind of wait and see what that is here in a minute. This is numbered to 99. It's a little Steph Curry relic for the Golden State Warriors. Of course, Steph smack talking a little today. Everybody was talking about, what it's going to be like with the LeBron and the Lakers, and Steph basically says, hey, they still have to go through us, or through me, actually through us, I think he said. To 99, Justin Patton and the T-Wolves. And look at that. We're off to another hot start. Yes, indeed. We have a little Donovan Mitchell, rookie notable signatures for the Utah Jazz. We'll, of course, go to the checklist after we look at everything. We'll verify that that's the Jazz. We know it is, but I'll put it up on screen to verify it. We'll also find out what that's going to be numbered to. Our graded card, Zach Collins and the Portland Trail Blazers. That is numbered to 99. Card grades out at 9. Autograph grades out at 10 on that one. So box number 1 did not disappoint with Donovan Mitchell coming out to play. Gotta like that. Craven Sports Cards, how are you? Who have you got in here tonight? I know who Sam has because he typed it in up there. So he's looking for the Magic and the Thunder. Well, Sam, yeah, you said you're surprised the Donovan isn't the graded card. You know, he has been, I guess, the graded card in the other times. Well, yeah, I guess he was graded the other times that we've pulled him. So I guess he's in here both ways then. Hey, I think probably if you've got the Jazz, you're just happy to see him come out of there. Especially early. You don't have to sweat it out the rest of the case. Jrue Holiday, numbered to 5 for NOLA. Then we have Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat to 99 with our relic. Craven Sports Cards says he has the Spurs in here tonight. So let's see if we can conjure up some San Antonio Spurs. Here's Joel Embiid to 99 for the 76ers. Aaron Gordon and the Magic. Look at that, Sam. We got you rolling right away. That is numbered to 49. Nice on-card autograph and, of course, the relic. And typically, those are coming out with the auto and relic pairing, 1 per case in most cases. We did have one case where we had 2 of those, but the majority of them, we're going to have 1 per case. Our graded card is Mr. TJ Leaf to 99 for the Pacers, and that card grades out to 9, autograph grades out to 10, much like the Zach Collins that we saw a moment ago, grading-wise, anyway. So far, so good. So we pulled, what is this case? I'm trying to think what case this is. This is the 5th case, right? And I think we've had 3 Donovan Mitchells. And we've had 3 Jason Tatums for sure, because each of the first 3 cases had a graded Jason Tatum in it. And I think we've had Lonzo maybe once, or I think once on Lonzo. To 99, Miles Turner and the Pacers. For the Nuggets, Paul Millsap is our first relic out of this box, numbered to 99. The Greek Freak, Giannis. A little triple relic there to 99 for the Bucks. And here comes Zach LaVine. And look at that, just on cue, right? When I said they're usually 1 per box, but we had, or 1 per case, but we had 1 case where we had multiples. Yeah, well, right on cue. There's another one with Zach LaVine to 49. And I guess he is going to stay with the Bulls because they matched the offer sheet. I was a little surprised. I kind of thought they would let him go to Sacramento, but they didn't. So I guess he's going to be staying right there. Tadosic to 99 for the Clippers is our graded card. Card grades out at 9.5. Auto grades out at 10. So have you guys been following the saga of the LeBron James mural out in Los Angeles? Somebody painted a big mural of LeBron in a Lakers jersey, and it originally said LeBron King of LA. And of course, then it offended like some of these longtime Lakers fans who think, well, maybe he really shouldn't be awarded king of exactly anything until he's at least played there. Dwight Howard to 99 for the Hornets. Derek White and the Spurs to 99. So at least we got you on the board, Craven, with your Derek White here. The Knicks with Kristaps to 99. Little dual relic. And another redemption. Would you just flip out if it's another Donovan Mitchell? Yeah, it isn't, but it's Kyrie Irving. So, yeah, scripted signatures red. So that is going to be a nice low-numbered Kyrie Irving. So, yeah, that's good. We pulled Kobe out of here to 5 the other day. We pulled Anthony Davis out with a low number. I just love Encased. We've done really well with it. Oh, Milwaukee Bucks. Look at you go, man, with Giannis. Nice. Numbered to 49. And it is a 9.5 card grade and a 10 autograph grade. And I have to tell you, we have not pulled very many veteran players that have been graded. So if you've got the Bucks, I think that Giannis is a nice hit for you. So, but anyway, back to, while we're opening, getting some of these packs out, the LeBron James mural. So it made some people mad. Some guy got on Twitter and offered $300 for somebody to go vandalize the mural. And so they did. And they vandalized it quite a bit. They got the mural fixed, and then they just painted over the of. So it just said, like, LeBron King, and then LA on the other side. Didn't say King of LA or something like that. Anyway, so then they thought maybe it would stay that way. Then I guess somebody else was going to go after it. So now the artist just got mad and painted over the whole thing. Anthony Davis to 99 for Nola. For the Thunder, we have Terrence Ferguson. And Terrence is numbered to 99. I just think it's funny that it's, you know, it's over a mural and there's already so much controversy. Zach Collins and the Portland Trailblazers to 99. I see KD coming up for the Golden State Warriors. Daggone, we are rocking this case. We are flat rocking this case. Because this is, okay, this is our third autograph and patch combo. And B, this is Kevin Durant to 49 on-card autograph on top of the Kyrie and the Donovan Mitchell and the Giannis that we've already pulled. So we are rocking another case of encased basketball right now. Justin Patton to 99 for the T-Wolves, and it is 9 on both sides. So card grades to 9, autograph grades to 9. No subgrades, of course, on encased. But the other weird thing is, you know, LeBron James was an investor early on in that pizza franchise called Blaze Pizza, which they're actually pretty good, by the way. And he tweeted out something about, okay, so Blaze out there in LA at one of the locations was going to give away free pizza in celebration of the fact that LeBron had come to town. And he tweeted out something like to the effect that he might show up there. Not that he would, just implied that he might. Chris Middleton to 25 for the Bucks. So like thousands of people descend upon this Blaze Pizza. So of course he doesn't go. Like even if he was going to go, you wouldn't go with all that happening. So he didn't go. And then everybody got all mad. It's going to be crazy with him out there. This is to 99, Eric Bledsoe and the Bucks. For the Kings, Buddy Hield to 99. Here comes Zaza for the Golden State Warriors. That's numbered to 10. So the Warriors have had a couple of nice autograph hits here in the last couple of boxes. Our graded card, Lonzo. Oh, we are crushing this case. I love encased. Y'all knew this about me anyway. See, I just said y'all, so you know I'm excited. This is Lonzo Ball to 99 for the Lakers. Card graded out to 8.5, autograph graded out to 9. So that's the first one I've seen that's graded out lower than 9, but that's okay. It's still a nice hit for the Lakers. Of course, I'm a big fan of encased in football as well. I really do like the product. And I can never quite get as much of it as I want to get, it seems like. And this year, beyond the first like 3 or 4 cases, I bought it secondary, high prices, but it's fun. Vince Carter to 99 for the Kings. For the Hornets, we have Dwayne Bacon. And Dwayne Bacon, where's your number? It is to 149. A relic for the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan. Hey, that's a nice looking relic, and it should be because it's numbered to 10. And, you know, they got to burn all the rest of the, the relics they have for him because he's off to Dallas. I think, actually, it might stick this time. Avery Bradley. And the Pistons to 49. We get another one. Okay, the other case where we had more than one, I think we only had 2. This is what, our 4th one, I think, already out of this case. This case is absolutely rocking it tonight. It is an excellent case. Sam says it's the best case he's seen broken. Well, how about a 1 of 1 to just add to our night? Nice. Portland Trail Blazers and Zach Collins, 1 of 1 graded. Card hits the 9 grade and the autograph hits a 9. And a 1 of 1 graded Zach Collins and the Blazers. Well, I'm kind of sad that this is the last box that we have of this because right now every box we're opening has got something really pretty awesome in it. So I'm kind of sad that there's not more. I want to keep going. But we're opening more again, what, 2-3 nights from now? What did I say it is? I don't know, it's up there, but I've forgotten already. Pretty soon, we're opening another case of it. I took that out early. That's all right. We'll just look at it early. Oh, yeah. There's Dennis Smith Jr. That is the first graded Dennis Smith Jr. I've pulled out of encased, by the way. It is numbered to 99. Card grades out at 9.5, and the autograph grades out at 9. At least I think I'm pretty sure it's the first graded Dennis Smith that I've pulled. Paul George to 99 is our base card. Oh, yeah, we had the 2 Karl Anthony Towns autographs, too, and other cases. Just kind of reviewing the different stuff we've had. There's Andrew Wiggins to 99 for the T-Wolves. For the Hornets, we have a little Kemba Walker to 99. And then our last hit, I keep grabbing the wrong sleeve. Our last hit is for the Miami Heat, and it is James Johnson to 49. So, wow, this was a fun case. We do have a couple of things to do here, though, before we wrap it up. One of them is that I will take us to the checklist. I'll bring you along with me here in a sec, and we will verify our redemptions. Of course, Kyrie should be a Celtic, and obviously Donovan Mitchell should be for the Jazz, but we'll go check those out on the checklist and verify their teams. We'll also find out what they're going to be numbered to, and then as soon as we complete that, we'll recap. So we'll start off here. We're going to scripted signatures red. We're looking for Kyrie Irving, who will be card number 6, I believe that says. So let's roll over here. I know it's on the Topps one, but not to worry. See? Right there on that tab. I got us going. I'm ready for all circumstances to come up this evening, for the most part. I say that, and then something weird's going to happen, and I've cursed myself. Because we are pretty close to Friday the 13th, and I have to tell you, this whole week has been so strange. I mean, I said a few days ago, I thought the day had given me the middle finger, and then I said, like, the week has given me the middle finger, and it just kind of continues to do that. Kyrie Irving for the Celtics is going to be numbered to 15. We've got one more to look at here. And that is, of course, our Donovan Mitchell, who, what was our card set on that? Rookie Notable Signatures is that one. So let's find out what that. He is card number, I shouldn't have laid that back down, 180. Card number 180, Donovan Mitchell, is going to be numbered to 99 for the Jazz. But just to kind of give you an example of like what I'm talking about, My day starts off today like I'm still asleep. It's very early in the morning, and someone is pounding on my door downstairs. So, I get up, I go down there. I'm like, who the heck is at my house just beating my door down? It's somebody that needed in my neighbor's house, right? You guys all know I'm taking care of my neighbor's house. But I didn't know they were coming, so they woke me up. Whatever, that's how my day started. And then my cat got loose outside and had to chase the cat down. It's just one of those kinds of things. So then I go to get dinner for us tonight, and I think, oh, we haven't had Panera Bread in a really long time. Let's go to Panera Bread. So I drive to Panera Bread. I pull up. The flipping restaurant was on fire. No lie, guys. The restaurant was on fire at Panera Bread. I was like, oh, I just need to go home. All right, so let's recap. We have the Donovan Mitchell redemption for the Jazz will be numbered to 99. We have a nice little Kyrie Irving for the Celtics that will be numbered to 15. The rest of these, we're not going to read all the numbers off again. I'm not going to look at the backs again. We've done all of that, of course, as we went through originally. This is just kind of a second little pass through for anybody who maybe joined us late, or perhaps you have one of these cards coming your way. You just wanted a second look at it or something like that. Oh, Craven, thanks to you too. I appreciate you joining the break tonight. And at least we didn't get you a whole lot, but at least you didn't go home entirely empty-handed. Warriors with a nice KD to 49. That's a very nice little find there if you happen to have the Golden State Warriors this evening. Lots of nice hits in here, actually, as we go back through it. Zaza to 10. Another hit for the Warriors. And, of course, coming up next, if you're joining me in progress here, so to speak, what we have coming up after this is Inception Baseball. And then after we open Inception Baseball, we're going to bust into Museum Collection Baseball. So we're not far off. If you're here for one of those things, you don't have too much longer, especially not Inception. You got a half hour or so maybe if you're here for Museum Collection. And finally, our graded cards to recap. Tadosic for the Clippers, grades out at 9.5 and a 10 for the autograph. TJ Leaf and the Pacers to 99, grades out at 9, 10 for the auto. Zach Collins to 99 for the Blazers, grades out at 9 for the card, 10 for the autograph. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Mavericks to 99, grades out at 9.5 and a 9 on the autograph. Pretty little 1 of 1, so the Blazers hit a second time with Zach Collins, and this one a beautiful 1 of 1 card. Card grades out at 9, autograph grades out at 9. For the Lakers, we have Lonzo Ball to 99. Card grades out at 8.5, signature at 9. Justin Patton, T-Wolves to 99. Both grade out to 9, card and autograph. And then finally, look at that for the Milwaukee Bucks. You got the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, numbered to 49, 9.5 on the card, 10 on the autograph, and that's an awesome little hit for the Bucks as well. So all in all, I would have to say that case of encased was excellent. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. So hopefully if you were in that break, we pulled something awesome for you and made you happy as well. So here is once again what you need to know. Here's the 411 for this upcoming break, Inception. I am projecting it to ship out on Saturday the 14th. If you should happen to get skunked in it, there's really not too many times that you would be. But if somebody happens to get skunked in it, doesn't pull anything at all, any consolation card or cards you would be entitled to will be shipped with the rest of the break, since this is a paid shipping break coming up. 16 boxes of 2018 Inception Baseball, full case break number 6. It ended tonight. We're live streaming it tonight. Yeah, it's Wednesday night, July the 11th. Notice that the Royals, they are not on the checklist, so they were not listed for sale. Actually, I think they were, and I realized about, I don't know, a couple minutes after I listed it, and I went in and ended the listing really quickly. Unlike last night, where I had listed it 5 days ago and had forgotten to end it. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, gosh, we're this many cases in. You can't remember that when you list it. Well, it's just habit. You just kind of go on autopilot. You know, I know all of the teams in order for all of it, for basketball, baseball, and football, and you just kind of can do it really without even thinking about it. I can be carrying on a conversation with somebody in listing, and most of the time you don't even miss a beat. You don't even have to give it a second thought because it's just so ingrained. I've done it so many thousands of times. And I just don't remember to leave out the royals sometimes. That's what happens. So, Sam, you're out of here. Well, you are welcome for the break. Thank you for joining the break. I appreciate you, man. And for sure, we will be back at it and see you the next time. We definitely have a little more encased hanging around, and we'll get into it here before too long. It'll keep us busy until we manage to get our Spectra here, which I believe is a week from today. So Inception Baseball is 1 pack per box. It's 1 hit per pack. If it is, if there's no relic, it's going to be an on-card autograph. If there is a relic, it is almost always paired with a sticker autograph in Topps. We'll have a couple of case hits in here. One will be a Silver Signings case hit. The other one is a jumbo patch card. And our last case of this, which we opened a couple nights ago, we had 2 1-of-1s in it. And one of them was an awesome jumbo patch card for the Twins that had just an incredible relic. It was part of the logo. It was so cool. I get really happy when I see nice patches like that. I like the fabric when they give us something interesting to look at anyway. We will also find in here, in addition to our 1 hit, we're going to find a couple of parallels in each box. If they are green, they are still parallel, of course, but they're unnumbered. And if it's a color other than green, then it will be numbered. Like there's a brown sort of shade that's to 50. There's 2, frankly, that both look like they should be red, but they're not. They're like a maroon and a red or something, or a maroon and a hot pink. I don't know. You'll see it when we get to it. And a purple. I mean, each one of the colors is associated with a different number. And, of course, we'll check that out as we go along. I haven't seen any score updates come through for the Reds. Maybe I'm just trying to ignore them. I mean, that's the worst butt whipping I remember in a long time. And, you know, come on now. My team's the Reds, so we get our butts kicked a fair amount, but 17-2. I mean, 17 runs. I mean, I just can't even fathom that. I really could have pitched a better game than that, probably, and I don't even play baseball. I'm pretty sure I could have pitched better games than that. To give up 17 runs in the 6th inning, by the way. Had already given up 17 runs. We were just at the top of the 6th. Just insanity. Ah, well. Astros have had an eventful week. You got little Kyle Tucker up, and that's a good thing. And then your man, Ken Giles, got sent back down for mouthing off last night. Well, he really got sent back down because he gave up like a zillion hits and runs and got no outs in his inning. Like, it was terrible. And so when they came out there to pull him, he had a few choice words for his manager, as in F you, man. And so, whoops, there you go, buddy. Between that terrible performance and you running your mouth, they knocked him. I think they knocked him all the way back down to Double-A, as a matter of fact. Not even Triple-A. I think he got busted back to Double-A. Where, by the way, Tim Tebow made the All-Star game for the minors. I'm sure you guys know that. But he actually, I think, played fairly well in that game. Like, I think he had maybe a couple RBIs, had a Had an opposite field double. I mean, he actually, I think, played pretty well in that. Dustin Fowler and the A's. That is our green parallel. It is unnumbered. Alex Bregman and the Astros. That one is numbered to 50. Anytime you see this one with that color, you know it will be numbered 250. Actually, I may as well just do those as we go. There's not that many to put in sleeves. Our base, Tyler Austin, Noah Syndergaard, Jose Altuve, Paul Blackburn. Right off the bat, we're going to pull one of our case hits, and it is our Silver Signings case hit for the Cardinals, Jack Flaherty, numbered to 90. So if you have St. Louis, you've already, can't get the sleeve open. Out of the very first box, you've managed to pull yourself quite a nice little hit there. That's the way to do it. Get all the anxiety out of the way up front and know you've safely secured a hit. George Springer to 75. So this is whatever you want to call that. Sort of maroon, sort of red. There's another color that's pretty similar to it, but it's numbered differently. And I don't really, know what it's supposed to be called. Rizzo for the Cubs. Green parallel unnumbered. Our base, Fetty, Springer, Jordan Montgomery, Ryan Healy. And our hit is Sandy Alcantara. That is numbered to 50. He's still a Cardinal on this, guys. I mean, I know he was traded and all that stuff. I know all that. But in most of the Topps products up to this point, his autographs have still been for the Cardinals. His base cards, they usually have updated, but oh my gosh, I think I just saw it go up that the Reds lost 19-4. Oh, is that what I just saw pop up? I think so. 19-4. Oh, so embarrassing. Tyler Austin and the Yankees in the green parallel. Brian Anderson and the Marlins to 25. I mean, isn't he having kind of a sneaky good year for not a great team? But, I mean, isn't he playing pretty well, or am I thinking of somebody else? I think he is. Gohara and the Braves. Beltre, Jake Lamb, and Nicky Delmonico were our base. Ian Happ and the Cubbies to 75 is our autograph hit. Yeah, I think Brian Anderson's actually having a decent year. And actually, the Oakland A's have been playing really well lately, too. Speaking of, well, they've won like, what, 2/3 of their last 20 or 30 games? Maybe they've won like, yeah, something like that. Won about 2/3 of the last games they've played. Tapia for the Rockies. That is numbered to 150. And then we have Giolito for the Red Sox. Green parallel unnumbered. DeGrom, Victor Robles, Arenado, and Cisco. Our hit is Tyler Austin for the Yankees. Numbered to 99. Yeah, I actually think the A's are maybe like just a couple games out of a potential, well, at least being in the mix for maybe a wild card or playoff spot or something. Which is, this time of year you usually think the Oakland A's are getting ready to clean house. Probably like my Reds are going to do this year. But in fact, they might be buying this year. You never know. Paul Blackburn to 99. Austin Hayes, Orioles, green parallel unnumbered. Oh, that was Andahar. Bryce Harper, Ozzie Albies, Walker Buehler. Our hit is for the Mets, and it is numbered to 299. And don't the A's still have like half their team injured? It's not really half their team, but it's like a lot of their team. Mostly their pitchers, I think. I don't know. Maybe some of them have come back. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. Green parallel unnumbered. Another Paul Blackburn for the A's. That one to 150. So a pair of Blackburns coming out there. Our base, Brandon Woodruff, Alex Bregman, Steven Souza, and Garrett Cooper. Our hit is Trey Mancini for the Orioles with another nice patch. And that looks like, does that say 200? Yeah, 249. And yet still we get an awesome relic despite the higher numbering on there. So that just tells you, you know, Topps has better relics than they give us a lot of times. They save them up. They don't spread them out amongst products as much as maybe Panini does. Brett Phillips and the Brewers, green. Billy Hamilton and my Reds, green. Clint Frazier, J.D. Davis, Mike Trout, and Jimenez for the Tigers are our base cards. Our hit is Tyler Glasnow and the Pirates, numbered to 299. And you know, there's not a lot of Pirates possibilities in this product. So I'm glad to see the Pirates pull that nice little autograph card out of there for Glasnow, because there's not a whole lot of opportunity for them in here. Francisco Lindor, Indians. Zach Granite for the Twins. Our base, Billy Hamilton, Rizzo, Banda, and Berrios. Ty Block is our hit for the San Francisco Giants to 299. And we have a Berrios for the Twins in the green parallel, and a numbered Chris Bryant for the Cubbies to 99. Freddie Freeman, Manny Machado, Cody Bellinger, Bradley Zimmer, our base cards. Our hit, another one for the Cardinals, and this is Luke Weaver, numbered to 249. Another nice big relic in there, two color. Dale, you said you never heard back about what? About who? Dale, what's the question? Did you send me a message or something that I didn't see and I didn't answer? Because I see that you've typed in you never heard back. Who was you talking about the jersey tonight? Or the way you say you never heard back, maybe you're talking about last night? I don't know. Can you give me a little more detail? Lewis Brinson and the Brewers. That is numbered to 150. And then we have another Paul Blackburn, that for the A's with the green parallel. Our base is Stanton, Santana, Shoop, and Felix for the Twins. Oh, here comes Ozzy, baby. And it is the case hit, the jumbo patch autograph for Ozzy and the Braves. That's a very nice little hit, numbered to 80. I believe that says, yeah, numbered to 80. So the Braves just made themselves a little money with a jumbo patch card of Mr. Ozzy Albies. Nice. Dale, you said the orphan jersey. Oh, I don't remember who the orphan jerseys were. There were maybe like, I don't know, I think there were 4 teams that didn't sell tonight. But gosh, Dale, I don't know who they were that didn't sell. I don't know. I mean, the jersey that was pulled was for the Knicks, but I don't remember who the orphan teams were off the top of my head. There's Brian Anderson for the A's in the green parallel. Jose Ramirez in the Indians to 150. But I thought I did answer that. I thought I did reply to you and tell you that, yes, there were some in... You asked me if there were any in Inception, and I said no, there weren't any orphan teams in any of the card breaks, just in the jersey break. Did I just, like, dream that? And I wrote it, maybe I didn't hit send? I thought I did. I'm sorry if I didn't. Dustin Fowler and the A's, Hunter Renfroe, Padres, Gary Sanchez, Yankees, Brett Phillips, Brewers, base cards. Cardinals hit again. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's nice, too. That is Flaherty again. That is to 75. It's a very nice patch on there. And your sticker autograph. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Again, I said, I'm sorry. I thought I answered you, Dale. I really did think that I had replied back to you telling you that there were not any orphan teams in any of the card breaks, only in the jersey breaks. So I apologize. I guess I must have typed it out and not hit send or something. You know, I don't often have very much time left over in the evenings because everything ends and then I have to get the invoices out and then I have to get the spreadsheet done, get the break set up, and then answer all the questions. So I get really, really busy in that last little space there. And I usually have about 2 minutes to spare, and that's about it. So I am sorry if I forgot to hit send on it. Billy Hamilton to 75 for the Reds. Jose Abreu and the White Sox in the green parallel. And then we have in our base, Padres, Marlins. Oops, see, there you go. There's Sandy. His base card is correct as a Marlins, just his hits that still come out as the Cardinals. Marquez, and then Granite for the Twins. Here's another Aussie. So besides your case hit of your jumbo patch card, you have a second Aussie if you've got the Braves tonight. That one numbered to 75. So 2 very nice hits for the Braves to keep things rolling for them. Oh, I didn't see that you asked about the jersey, Dale. I'm sorry. I thought you said the 16-box case, which would have been Inception. So I guess I didn't catch that in your message. I apologize. Hunter Renfroe and the Padres. Luis Severino and the Yankees to 99. Just in general, I mean, if that's you're interested in something, the best way to get it is always going to be to grab it on eBay, because oftentimes I'm not going to have time, even if I had seen that you were asking about buying the jersey spots, a lot of times I just run out of time, and by the time I try to create an invoice and figure out which teams it is and do all that, most nights I just don't have time to do it. Walker Buehler and the Dodgers to 99. So the best way, guys, if you're interested in something, the best way to grab it is always when it's on eBay. Because most of the time, if something didn't sell, I do not really go back and try to resell it, because it's just a time thing for the most part. Carlos Correa and the Astros, Tapia and the Rockies. And then we have Barreto, Hoskins, Clevenger, and Tyler Wade for our base cards. Next up, Clint Frazier and the Yankees. Oh, that's a nice patch for the Yankees. That's to 249. You've got 3 colors in there. A nice, good-looking chunk of fabric there for the Yankees and Clint Frazier. As a reminder, if you are in Museum Collection and you're one of the folks who has not yet paid for your team, you need to do that. Because if you haven't let me know and I'm not familiar with you and your team is unpaid, you always run the risk of it being resold. So please, if you're one of those guys, take care of your payment. Noah Syndergaard for the Mets, Jose Altuve for the Astros, our base, Aurora for the Rays, Benintendi Red Sox, Mancini Orioles, and Seager for the Dodgers. Our autograph hit is Carson Fulmer and the White Sox, numbered to 299. Oh, it ended before you got to it? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you might try using Auction Sniper, Dale. I have really good luck with it, and you can enter your bids. I mean, as soon as an auction is live on there, you can put them into Auction Sniper, and then you can continue to modify them or even cancel them right up until, a minute or two before the auction ends. Keon Broxton and the Brewers, Andrew Stevenson and the Nationals. Severino, Bryant, Greinke, and Kershaw are our base. And our hit is the Oakland A's, Matt Olson, numbered to 249. And the other thing about Auction Sniper that's cool, guys, is it places your bid, of course, for you automatically right in the closing seconds of the auction. But also, they don't charge you anything if you are not successful, if you don't win the bid. So you only pay if you win the bid, and even then, it's not very much. I mean, usually it's like a quarter or something like that. And it helps me tremendously. I mean, I started winning a whole lot more auctions when I started using Auction Sniper. And part of it, frankly, is just because I didn't have to remember to go back and check on something or bid on something. But the other part of it is that it would alert me if I got outbid, and then I could decide to either up my bid or cancel it and then go find a similar item somewhere and that kind of thing. Our numbered cards to 99, 75, 150, 150, 99, 150, 99, 150, 25, 75, and 50. Next up, our hits. And again, of course, I'm not going to go through and read all the numbers and look at the backs of these again and all that. We're just going to flip through them here to give you another opportunity. If you joined us late, or maybe you scrolled to the recap, that is a nice case hit for the Braves with the Ozzie Albies numbered to 80. That one we did look at both sides because, well, you know, it's the case hit and it was Ozzie. So sometimes we still do front and back even in the recap. But once again, I would say another nice case of Inception as a whole. I've been pretty pleased with Inception. Of course, I like it anyway, but some cases are better than others. But we've had, other than maybe that very first case, it wasn't randomized particularly well, but the rest of them have been pretty good in terms of representing several teams. Oh, you out of here, Dale? All right, man. Well, we'll catch you the next time. Thanks for coming by and saying hey. All right, we are going to be rolling into museum collection next. And before we do that, I need to check on a couple of things that were sitting unpaid. So I'm going to let you look there at that spreadsheet info for a second. I'm going to get myself over here and see if I can figure out what, if anything, might still be sitting there unpaid in museum collection. And yeah, we still have a couple of things here. So the Red Sox and the Diamondbacks right now are both sitting unpaid in museum collection, as well as a few other teams that belong to one person. That person did send me a message, though, and say that they would get it taken care of. So we're going to let that one ride. But I tell you guys, I've been hooked a lot this month. I've had probably 10, maybe more, 10, 12 people unpaid this month. Some of them very high dollar amounts. And so it kind of is not very much fun. So is anybody interested in either the Red Sox or the Diamondbacks? The last bid on the Diamondbacks was $66. The last bid on the Red Sox was $64. And neither one of these bidders have managed to pay for their bids. So right now I'm kind of sitting there trying to determine what we want to do. Gina, unfortunately, you cannot make anyone pay for anything. I mean, sure, you can open the unpaid item cases and you get your selling fees back, but you're just out the money for the break, right? So, I mean, if the team hits something awesome, then I guess it's okay, because then you can maybe, in theory, resell what they hit. But if they don't hit something awesome or whatever, then no, you're just out the money. So, I mean, in this case, these add up to a couple $100, and I'd rather not be out those couple $100 if I can avoid it. Yaval, you are saying how much for the Red Sox? Let me get back over here to the right page, and I will tell you what they sold for. Looks like the Red Sox sold for $64. The Diamondbacks sold for $66 originally. So I'm not going to obviously hold it here forever tonight. There are other teams that are also setting unpaid that happen to be tied in with a number of other items there, and the person has promised that they will pay me. I hope that that's the case, because those bids total up to $250. These two bids total up to $100 and something. So, you know, sitting here $300-400 on the line at the moment. Not a lot of fun. But anyway, so I'm guessing no one is interested in the Red Sox or the Diamondbacks. So sounds like I will have to take my chances on that one and hope for the best. So this is 6 boxes of 2018 Topps Museum Collection Baseball. This is a half case break. It is break number 4. It is the last of our museum collection as well. And of course, it all ended tonight, Wednesday night, the 11th. And of course, we're live streaming it tonight as well. Obviously, some of those teams are unpaid. I should have probably gone through and switched them to say unpaid, or in fact, shouldn't I? Yeah, probably. Who did I say it was? The Red Sox and the Diamondbacks. I should go back and fix that. Hold on there 1 second, and then we're going to look at the spreadsheet again after I fix this, so that I will remember this later. Not that I would forget if I don't get paid. I'll definitely remember it if I don't get paid. But for the purposes of, if somebody's watching this later and they want to know, do they have their spots? Do they not? Whatever. So, all right. So there we go. So the Diamondbacks unpaid, the Red Sox unpaid, and a handful of other unpaid teams. But again, the handful of others belong to one particular bidder who says they'll get it squared away, and so I will just have to hope that they do. I think they will. Somebody bids with me often, so I think that they will. These other two, well, who knows? We'll find out. But honestly, you can just count on losing several hundred, sometimes several $1,000s a month from people who either don't pay for their bids or who pay for their bids and then they try to, open cases and do other shady kind of stuff. And so you can pretty much count on losing quite a bit of money every month for doing that. Oh yes, Gina, there are plenty of people who do exactly what you're talking about, that they won't pay, or they'll tell you they're going to pay you later, or whatever the case may be. And then for sure, that's exactly what they do. They watch the break, and then if they hit something that they want, they pay you. And if they don't hit something that they want, then they don't pay you. And, that's, I've been sharing lately. There's a handful of breakers, probably, I don't know, a dozen or 15 or so other breakers. And we've all been sharing with one another when people don't pay us and some of the other things that have been going on. So I'm starting to block the people that are giving other breakers problems, and they're starting to block the people who give me problems. And eventually maybe we'll get some of these guys and gals or whatever off of eBay, or at the very least we'll get them out of out of our little circle of breakers anyway, because it's just crazy. eBay doesn't really offer you a whole lot of help or protection other than like, oh, hey, here's your final value fee back. Oh, well, that's awesome. Thanks. But it's just part of it, I guess. It's no different, I suppose, than if you had a store and, people come in and steal stuff from your store. It's really not much different than that. Except in this case, it's kind of like somebody buying a lottery ticket. And then if they hit the lottery, they want to cash it, of course. And if they don't hit the lottery, they want a refund, or they don't want to pay for it. So kind of like that, I guess. All right, so as you see, we have 4 mini boxes per main box. Each of our mini boxes is going to have a hit in it. We will also have a parallel in each mini box. When it has this kind of weird brown, mustardy, yellowy color, it is going to be unnumbered. Some of our other parallels that have a different color border will be numbered, and we'll take a look at those as they come out. For the cubbies, we have Javier Baez, nice low number to 25, relic and autograph. And like Inception before it, when it is an autograph and a relic paired together, the autograph is typically going to be a sticker. If it is not an autograph and relic pairing, it's generally going to be on card. We have not hit our case hit yet. We didn't hit it in the first half of the break, so somewhere in this second half, we should have our case hit, which will be a nice framed autograph. This is to 150. It is Clint Frazier and the Yankees. Gina says, once you... Oh, yeah, Gina, I have done what you're talking about, too. Gina says at one point, she accidentally won something and didn't realize she had won it. and accidentally missed, the start of the auction. Went ahead and paid for it anyway, told the breaker, hey, I know you have the right to keep the card. Sorry, here's the money. And they were, they went on and sent her the cards anyway, she said. Roberto Clemente, nice. Numbered to 10. Very nice for the Pirates. You got 4 pretty decent-sized chunks there of the bat for Roberto Clemente. It's a very cool relic if you have the Pirates. And I have done that too, Gina. I mean, I don't do it often, but I have had a couple of times where something will end while I'm doing a break or something, and I won't realize it, or I will not have remembered to email them and say, hey, I may be doing a break, but I'll hit you up afterwards or whatever. And I always do the same thing. And most of them are very nice and will still send you the cards. This is to number to 99 is Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. And, most breakers will. If you just kind of say, hey, here's what happened, and you take care of the payment, most of the time everybody's going to be, cool in return. Will Myers and the Padres, that is numbered to 50. Yaval says, no Red Sox pulled yet. Would I take any lower than 64? At this point, we're already into it. And, of course, there's always the hope that the person who bid it will pay for it. I think it's probably, well, I don't know, probably not great odds that they're going to. Mike Piazza, that, again, is for the Mets. He can be a couple of different teams. He's a Met on that, and that is our parallel as well. And our autograph is Jake Lamb to 299 for the Diamondbacks. So generally, once I've already started a break, I don't really usually go in and do anything with the teams after that point. And I guess we'll just, play it by ear, and maybe we'll get lucky and the guy will pay for it, or probably... Probably I will be the beneficiary of some cards for the Red Sox and whatever. Because lately, honestly, even people who have had hits just don't pay. I've had that happen several times. And I've had a lot of people that I know lately just not pay me. Like that have broken with me for a long time, or that I know that break with me frequently that I feel like I would have said, I know, and they're fine, and they're good for it, and so I don't even give it a second thought, and then they kind of stiff you one day, just out of the blue. It's a surprising amount of times that it is people that have built up a level of trust, and then just decide one day, whoops, that's it, not paying you anymore. It's really weird. I don't really kind of know what's happened to people's integrity, but... Fortunately, it's not everyone. Obviously, I have a lot of great bidders, a lot of wonderful people that bid with me often and are super trustworthy, and that I'm very grateful to have joining me. And then you have some of these people that just kind of, I don't know, have a casual relationship with integrity. We'll say it like that, I think. Oh, you asked me before and I didn't see it? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuval. Sometimes I don't look over maybe in time and something is scrolled up past what I can see on the iPad. I apologize. That's to 150 Beltray and the Rangers. I try to look over there pretty often, but every once in a while I miss something that goes by. Well, there's Craig Kimbrell to 299 for the Red Sox. So Red Sox and Diamondbacks have each pulled a card anyway. That maybe ups my chances of getting paid. You never know. But that's all right. We have fun doing it anyway. So that's the most important part. Gary Sanchez to 50 for the Yankees. And I've got a little, I'm trying to get a line on getting some more archive signature series for us because we only have a case and a half right now. And I love to open that product. That's the one where they messed me all up this year. Ohtani and the Angels, that's just a base card, a regular base card, but still, if you paid all that money for the Angels, you probably want to know when Ohtani shows up in any capacity. Babe Ruth and the Yankees Canvas Collection. John Gray and the Rockies /50. So I'm hopeful that maybe I can round this up some more archive signature series. But here's the kick in the pants, right? So the place that messed me up, they were supposed to give me the same quantity that I got last year. And they put the quantity in incorrectly, and they sent me, I have a case and a half. And so I'm like, come on, what happened? And I called their attention to it as soon as I found out. They had plenty of time to fix it, but they didn't. They said, oh, well, you know, gosh, we've already allocated it. There's none left, blah, 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 blah. Well, I would just like to go on the record as saying they do have plenty left, and they just marked it up at a higher price. Dominic Smith /149 for the Mets. So I said, hey, you know, how about like a little consideration here for the fact that you messed up the quantity that you awarded me to begin with, right? Like, I'll still pay a markup, but maybe you shouldn't charge me as high of a markup as you're charging all the people who got what they were supposed to get. And they basically said, yeah, well, too bad, take it or leave it. I was like, oh, nice. That is for the Blue Jays. It is numbered to 25, and we have Justin Smoke and Josh Donaldson, Troy Tulowitzki, and Marcus Stroman on that nice little relic. So, basically, you know, I kind of have mixed feelings about buying more from them at that point. Well, I don't really have mixed feelings at all about it. I feel like it's completely bogus what they did to me. This is not the first time they've messed me up this year. They're also the ones who failed to put in my order for the Onyx baseballs, and I had to go buy all those somewhere else and pay a whole lot more money than I should have had to pay because they just forgot to put the order in with Onyx. So they did that to me. And they're the same ones who also were supposed to have had more plates and patches for me, and then called me and said, oh, can you just take half of what you're supposed to get, and then the other half, we've got another shipment coming in. Will you wait and take your other half out of that? Because, you know, we messed up somebody else's thing, or I don't know what their stupid excuse was. And I said, are you positive? You're 100% absolutely certain, positive that this other shipment is coming in whatever day they said, the next day or 2 days later. Oh, yes, we're positive. We're absolutely certain. So I said, okay, that's fine. You know, I'll be nice and I'll let you have half of mine. And then, don't you know, they did not get it back in. I never got my other half. They finally got it back in, like, I don't know, maybe a month after the fact. And then wanted to charge me the marked up price for it. I was like, are you kidding me? So they've kind of messed me over this year a little bit anyway. This is /150, Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers. So I'm kind of trying to find another source to find us some more archive signature, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. Brett Gardner and the Yankees /99. Quad relics, and they gave us all plain gray. I mean, 4 relics, and they can't manage to squeeze a pinstripe or some white or anything in there. Stupid tops. I hate when they do that stuff. Give out, yeah, I know, right? I would love for them to give me more Bowman or something else, but they will not. I mean, it just doesn't work that way right now. There's a whole lot more demand than there is supply, and so they know they can do this kind of stuff to you and that you still have to buy from them. Greg Bird and the Yankees, and that is a piece of the bat, a relic that does have a pinstripe, and it's numbered to 299. Gina's asking, do I think they put out the best cases first so they can raise prices? No, I don't. Not at all. I mean, first of all, they don't know what's in any given case. I can guarantee you that. And these distributors, they don't have any more idea what's in a case than what I have. And secondly, prices are actually going up before the product even comes out. I mean, they can, based on their demand, and they know what they're going to have, You know, the product will ship on Monday for a Wednesday release, and the price will have already gone up by Monday afternoon before the product is even officially released, much less opened. So, no, just has to do with supply and demand. And we have a Greg Maddux /10 for the Atlanta Braves as our case hit. Nice hit, Braves. Nice, nice hit. And your frame is in pretty good shape, too. You know, sometimes the frames will have a little dent or ding, or they'll be a little miscolored, or, you know, paint finish chipped off or whatever. But that one looks to be in pretty good shape. And it's Greg Maddux, and it's /10. So, woohoo! Nice case hit for the Braves. This is numbered to 99 for the Rangers with Adrian Beltre. And then we have Josh Donaldson, Rizzo, and Adam Jones. Our hit is for the Tampa Bay Rays, and it is Steven Souza to 35. And didn't we hit him earlier in a relic? I think so. Or did I just, like, go crazy and think that, and we really didn't? Yeah, don't say it. We all know. Yeah, everybody's thinking, go crazy. You're always crazy. Yeah, I know. It's the lack of sleep. It is the incredible lack of sleep, I think, that just makes me kind of crazy sometimes. Yaval, you hit something. You said, woo, what did you hit, ma'am? What's yours? Are you the Braves tonight? Is that you with Atlanta? I hope so, because that would be a nice little hit for you. Apparently, somehow. Now, you saw me do that, but I did not manage to get through the plastic. So that's kind of crazy. You do have the Braves. Okay. Well, that has been worth your wait then. Because that is a nice hit, my friend. Coming your way. And we're not done yet, so we may find you some more Braves in here somewhere. Gina, who do you have tonight? Who should we be working mojo for you this evening? Our parallel, who's trying to stick to the back there, is Victor Robles and the Nationals. And our base are Scherzer, Martinez, and Ichiro as a Mariner. Our hit is Molina for the Cardinals. That's a nice patch. It is numbered to 25. And it's got, it's like picked or pulled or something. You see that little white bit in the midst of the red? The fabric's like got a little, you know, pull or pick or whatever you want to call it. Kind of in the middle of your red stripe. Which, by the way, is a type of beer, Red Stripe. If you didn't know that. You probably did, but Conforto is our parallel. And we have Ty Cobb, Chipper Jones, Roger Maris. Our hit is Chris Davis to 299 for the Oakland A's. Can't remember if anything comes out for baseball next week. It might, but I can't remember if it does. Spectra Basketball is what I keep remembering. Derek Jeter to 99 for the Yankees. Because I think that's the big one. You said no one wanted the Royals, watching to see if you were dumb for not bidding more and saving money for Gold Standard. Verlander and Lou Gehrig, a canvas collection, Wade Boggs and Tampa Bay Rays. Our hit is Gary Sheffield and the Dodgers, and that is numbered to 99. Piece of the bat, piece of the jersey. Yeah, what about little Max What's-His-Head? He's only got a couple of cards. One of them was out of 2013 Prism Perennial Draft Picks. And the other one was, I think, like out of 2012 Elite Extra Edition, maybe? Like way back. And of course, he just has been recently called up and been playing very well. Those are the only 2 cards he's got that I know of, anyway, with autographs. Trey Turner, parallel unnumbered. For the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi, haven't seen him in a while, numbered to 75 with quad relics. So I'm sure everybody's going to be rushing to try to get him in products. Oh, you know what else might be next week? Optic. Is Optic next week? Maybe. Maybe. Optic Baseball might be. If I pull a Bo Jackson, you'll cry. You know, we did pull a Bo Jackson recently out of what? Out of some, might have been out of museum collection. It was out of our tier 1, one of the kind of mid-level, mid to upper level products. Pulled Bo Jackson recently, and that's one that somebody didn't pay for. So I've still got that Bo Jackson autograph. Because that's kind of the thing with me. Even when something is pulled for a team that is ultimately never paid for, I just don't have time to list all those cards. Because technically I need to scan them to show them accurately. And I don't have time for all that and to create the listings and whatever. So they just stay here piled up. So even though in theory, sometimes some of the money could be recovered in that way, in reality, I never get it done. So there you go. I keep saying one of these days, and maybe one of these days I will if they ever give us, you know, a 2-week stretch where no new releases come out. Which is a joke. That would never happen. They're never going to give us 2 weeks where no new releases come out. Ohtani to 150 for the Angels. So you have a base Ohtani and then the Ohtani parallel to 150 so far out of here. The Philadelphia Phillies hit with Aaron Nola. Aaron is numbered to 299. Aaron is always a nice hit for the Phillies. Justin Upton happens to be our parallel there. And we have a canvas collection, Mike Trout. I mean, I know, guys, I laugh every time I see these canvas collections. They're just, some of the artwork this year is interesting. That's not really that bad in comparison to some of them, but most of the time, yeah, they're a little off the mark, slightly, maybe. Here is Puig for the Dodgers to 75. 3 pieces of the jersey, 1 piece of the bat. Gina says you'll trade me a Kyle Orton rookie card for the Bo Jackson. I might have to pass on that trade, Gina, but I appreciate the offer. That is an Aaron Judge parallel unnumbered for the Yankees. Here's a canvas collection, Rod Carew for the Twins. I believe we have a Colorado Rocky coming up. We do. It is Ryan McMahon to 299. Of course, we pulled his 1 of 1 out of our last case. So that was nice. Hank Aaron. I love Hank Aaron. Unnumbered parallel. Our hit here is for the Tigers. Victor Martinez. And that is numbered to 50. Nice little 2-color relic there for the Tigers. But yeah, I am looking forward to Gold Standard tomorrow night, Gina. I think we're going to have some fun with it. I mean, Gold Standard's always just awesome. I love the card design. It's just such a nice looking set. I mean, it has a very high-end feel to it, and the design is not crazy. It's just kind of simple and nice. Well done, clean design. And lots of hits in it. Never hurts to have lots of hits, right? That's the most important part, really. So we are winding down on Museum Collection here. We have this one last master box, which is 4 remaining mini boxes. So we need to do a little last box mojo here for this, because it's also the final bit of Museum Collection. I don't ever open a whole lot of Museum. Usually a couple cases is about it. Because there's always lots of other stuff coming out around it, and I don't know, it's just one that I've never really opened more than a few cases of it. Roberto Clemente is our parallel. Our hit is, no surprise here, the Yankees. Yankees hit a lot in this product. It is numbered to 99. That is Tanaka. And you've got 3 pinstripes. You can barely see it, but that one and that one both each have a little pinstripe right as the relic is starting to go off the card. So a little bit of pinstripe action happening for you there. Here is Chris Sale to 150, Red Sox, who struck out something like 12 or 14 batters tonight or some crazy amount. He was kind of on a roll. For the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung to 299. Gina, oh my gosh. Oh, I hadn't seen the price for that. Albert is charging $600 for his autograph. That's national. Wow. You know, I guess he sees his retirement coming soon there with the Angels, so he just wants to, what, pay for a vacation home in a weekend? Eric Hosmer, parallel. That's just a stupid amount of money. That just almost makes me mad, honestly. Rivera canvas collection for the Yankees. For the Marlins, we have Stanton. Hey, that's a nice patch. Obviously, pre-Yankees here, numbered to 25, and yeah, headed to the Marlins, because that's the team that they designate on the card. So that's where Giancarlo is going to go. Yeah, $600. That's just that's insulting, really. That kind of stuff just makes me mad. Ernie Banks for the Cubs is our parallel. Our final hit out is also a Yankee, and it is Greg Bird. Piece of the bat, a relic with a pinstripe. It is numbered to 299, and it is a sticker autograph. So we're going to recap Museum Collection here for those of you who might have missed some of it. Let me just separate out our numbered parallel from our unnumbered parallel, and then we'll be ready to take a look at our recap. And of course, I will put up spreadsheet information one final time after we look at our hits and our numbered cards and everything again. So we will take one more pass through that if you missed any of it earlier. So that is to 99, 150, 150, 50, 150, 99, 99, Shohei to 150, and Chris Sale to 150. So those are our numbered cards that did not contain an autograph or a relic, just numbered parallels. Then we have the Yankees, the Marlins, the A's, the Yankees again. Nice little hit there for the Blue Jays. And the Red Sox with Craig Kimbrell, Jake Lamb for the Diamondbacks, Javier Baez for the Cubs. For the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung, Ryan McMahon for the Rockies, Aaron Nola, Phillies, another Greg Bird for the Yankees, Dominic Smith for the Mets. I said another Greg Bird. Was that the second one, or did I just... Well, I don't know. I think it was the second one, but I'm not 100% sure now. John Gray for the Rockies on that card. Will Myers, Padres, and Roberto Clemente to 10. That just really is a nice relic for the Pirates with the Roberto Clemente. Don't come across those very often. Tanaka, Yankees. Victor Martinez, Tigers. Puig for the Dodgers. The Red Sox with Benintendi. Gary Sheffield for the Dodgers. The Cardinals have Molina. Steven Souza for the Rays. And finally, last but not least, our case hit, which really was pretty awesome, is Greg Maddux to 10 for the Atlanta Braves. Our nice little framed autograph there. So that's all of the breaking that we have to do. But as promised, I am going to put the spreadsheet information up here one more time, just in case someone missed it earlier. So once again, the projected shipping date for most of our breaks tonight, Encased, Inception, and Museum, I'm projecting to get out the door on Saturday. If you did happen to have the unfortunate result of being skunked in one of those breaks, you didn't pull any card at all, not even a base card, your consolation card will ship out to you with the rest of the break, since that is a paid shipping break on all three of those. The free shipping break tonight, which was the autographed basketball jersey, anticipating that to go out on Monday. And if you're due a consolation card from that break, I would normally just hang on to that. I track that for a rolling 90-day period, and I would send it the next time that you do have a package coming where you've pulled cards or memorabilia. If you want it sent separately by itself, just shoot me a message over on eBay and we'll work out the details and get that on the way to you. Taking a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night we have a triple play baseball box. Those are always a lot of fun. 3 autographed items in them, a jersey, a baseball, and a picture. We also have a Gold Rush autographed football jersey. It has a lot of our 2018 rookies in there, so that's going to be fun to get into again. Half case of 2011 Prime Signatures and a half case of Gold Standard Football. On Friday night, we will have the Gold Rush Series 2 autographed full-size helmet. That comes out on Friday. We'll open it Friday night, and it, like the jerseys with Gold Rush, has a lot of our 2018 rookies involved in that. I think I may have put the checklist for that on. I think that's the one I had the checklist for, that if you scroll down into the manufacturer's product information that I have at the very, very bottom of the description, I think the checklist is down there. Also a case of Archives Signature Series Active Player Edition, and a case of Leaf Valiant Football, which comes out on Friday. That is 4 cards per box. They're all hits. There's no base. There are 3 what I'd call typical autographs. They're all typical autographs, I guess, in the sense that Leaf always does them on card. But 1 of them will be graded, 3 of them will not be. But nonetheless, it's a 48 hit break, so it's a nice break. And then some more Gold Standard. On Saturday, we'll open some autographed football jerseys, another Gold Rush full-size helmet, more Leaf Valiant, more Encased basketball, and more Inception baseball. Sunday, we'll open some Stadium Club baseball and an autographed batting helmet. Monday, a half case of Archive Signature Series, more Inception, more Gold Standard, and more Leaf Valiant. So that is what the days ahead look like, and I guess that's pretty well got us wrapped up for this evening. So once again, thank you for joining. I appreciate you spending some of your evening with me. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and maybe I'll see you again soon. All right, until then, take care now. Bye-bye.